evening and welcome to 27 Minutes here on WJTS UPN 27. The Destination Imagination team from Holy Family School will be one of 700 teams going to the Global Finals at Iowa State University May 24th through the 27th. Destination Imagination is a worldwide creative problem-solving competition, and here is Holy Family's presentation.
Relax as you're touched by our rendition of the life of a simple man known as Fred. He has asked that his last name be withheld for privacy reasons. Although this massive bodiless head's life was somewhat insignificant, the true beauty of life is that complexity lies within simplicity. Every life is a gift that is never wasted. Life's ultimate goal is not to have fame, but rather to like yourself. And Fred is a perfect example of a well-lived life. He manages to touch many lives with his clever use of the five senses as only a head could.
Right now, the Holy Family Destination Imagination Team is seeking donations from groups, businesses, and individuals. The trip will cost about $4,000 total for the team. Anyone wishing to make a donation in any amount can mail a check payable to the Holy Family Destination Imagination, care of Nancy Eckerly, 1734 Jackson Street in Jasper, 47546. Last week, a seminar on aging was held at Vincennes University, Jasper.
Planning for tomorrow was the overall vision of the Seminar for Aging, sponsored by representatives of Generations and the local chapter of American Association of Retired Persons.
I know this is that if you hadn't found all that work right, all that health food, we could have been here 10 years ago.
Generations Community Relations Director Susan Reed outlined for us what was going on and the seminar's purpose.
But I'll be referencing to the front page of this during my presentation.
And it's just an opportunity for individuals to come out that have questions about aging issues. We have several informational booths out here to provide answers, and we also have 6 experts in the field that are speaking today.
I don't think Social Security is Medicare and Medicare is Social Security. It's true that we work together in a lot of things, but there are 2 clearly separate divisions.
Speakers represented Medicare, Social Security, Senior Health Insurance Program, the Long-Term Care Program, Indiana Division of Family and Children Services, and Generations.
Come up with Medicare, we just have general questions.
We are providing them an opportunity with one-on-one questions that they can get at this forum. These people are coming in. It's not a phone call. It's actually a personal visit to explain these things that are going on and issues that they're dealing with aging. So after their presentations, the individuals can go to another room and ask their questions personally and just get the latest information on each of these issues.
When you start on Medicare, you get a Medicare card. It's the red, white, and blue card. It has your name.
This is a first-time event, is that right?
This is a first-time event. We're hoping that it's a success and that we can do it next year.
And like any good government program, we have an acronym, and that's the SHIIP.
We have area businesses have donated different giveaways.
Some of you have come by our booth and have picked up a little notepad.
For this program, for attendance, and for just different ways so they can get interested individuals coming to their businesses as well. We have area nursing homes, we have several banking institutions, we have all these speakers each have a booth as well, so that's more personal contact.
The Medicare questions, SHIP has answers. So if you ever have questions on Medicare supplement insurance, low-income assistance, long-term care insurance.
Those present could collect information, ask questions, and receive an overview on issues of aging and planning for their futures. Toni Frick, TV 27 News.
Stay tuned. We will have more 27 Minutes right after this. Yep. It's now time for today's Homeowner, brought to you by Kremp Lumber Company in Jasper.
Many times if you're experiencing low water pressure at any faucet in your house, it may be as simple as cleaning your aerator from the end of the spout. All you do is disassemble it like this. You need to be careful to keep up with the pieces. You can see some of the debris. Take everything apart, and generally we'll use a straight pin like this and a little bit of water to really clean all of the little jets out of this. You get it good and clean, both this one piece here as well as the screen. Then you're able to reassemble them just like you took it apart. And then you're able to put it back together, and this should significantly increase the water pressure in any faucet that you have where you find a little bit of the debris. And you'll probably find it in almost every faucet.
We'll be right back. Right. Yep. Welcome back. At Northeast Dubois Middle School, the junior optimists took time out to help a very worthy cause.
You're gonna fall off the table.
The Optimist Creed challenged members to promise themselves to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person they meet. Optimist members at Dubois Middle School did just that, as they waited outside the school lunchroom to sell other students chances. Chances for fun and chances that challenged them to be part of a team that lent a helping hand to a worthy cause.
We are putting chairs up for the Riley Hospital for all the kids that are in need.
And this isn't the only thing you've done this week. You've done a lot of other things. What were they?
We have done ate lunch with the parents, and then we had hat day on Wednesday.
Yesterday and Wednesday we sold chances to play in a basketball game with some all-stars at the high school and some teachers here at the middle school. And if we drew their name out of a bucket, then they got to play in a basketball game with them.
The Optimist Creed also includes the verse to promise yourself to be too large to worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. Team members of the Basketball Challenge seem to reflect those creed lines, whether they realized it or not. Despite the short and the tall of it all and the little off-balance look of the teams, players seem to look at the sunny side of everything. And in the end, it was a close game. Also had a chance to become principal for a day, or was that an R?
A little barrel thing, and they picked out my name. How'd you do that, Jane?
Optimists do more than just help during lunch hour to raise funds.
Okay, what kind of things do you do as an optimist besides start all balloons?
We go for handicap programs, and once a month. And we go to the Good Samaritan, and we play cards or something once a month.
One time at the nursing home, on Halloween, we dressed up.
You enjoy being optimist?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of work did you have to do today to get this stuff together?
We just had to gather. We had to blow up the balloons, put the coupons in the balloons, like roll them up in there. Yeah.
Down. It's not gonna pop.
I got a free junior frosty from Wendy.
Area businesses also pitched in with the effort and fun. All right, has it been fun to raise money here today?
Yes, it's fun. I've been working all week, and it's fun.
Balloon popping became a challenge, and it was definitely a chance for fun. As one after one, students explored new ways to see just what was inside.
This is Mary.
Another verse of the Optimist Creed reminds members to wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile. The Optimists, actually the students were helping out, is that right?
Yeah, they helped out by putting money into this and buying chances and actually wanting to help with Riley Hospital.
Pretty good turnout.
Is by knowing someone that has spent time at the Ramadan House, and she has shared what that has meant to her. The Ramadan House here in Indiana is...
How fitting that all were rewarded with a visit from Ronald McDonald for recycling of their 3rd million soda can pop tabs. Elementary students joining in for the fun and a presentation of 2 award plaques.
Awarding you guys all for your school to the official customary club of the Ramadan House. Thank you very much.
All right. When we come back, we will check high school baseball, so please stay with us. Yep. In sports, the Jasper Wildcats have been a busy baseball team, having played 7 games since last Friday night. The Wildcats took a 12-game winning streak into the Carmel Invitational, where they played Hamilton Southeastern in their opening game. The Royals hit the Cats with a 3-run first inning, highlighted by a 2-run homer by Justin McCurdy. Jasper answered right back with 4 of their own in the bottom of the first to take a 4-3 lead. Jason Wolf singled before Matt Kiefer ripped his 3rd homer of the season, a opposite field shot to left field. Neil Giesler reached on an air before Mark Sager drove him home with an RBI single. Later on in the inning, Brandon John had an RBI single as well. Hamilton Southeastern tied the game in the top of the 4th on an RBI double from Eric Osborne. Jasper then went up 5-4 in the bottom of the 5th as Matt Kiefer doubled before Neil Giesler drove him in with an RBI single. The lead, though, was short-lived for the Cats. Hamilton Southeastern took a 6-5 lead in the top of the 6th on 2 sacrifice flies. They added another run in the top of the 7th. The Cats were only able to muster 7 hits on the game, with only 2 coming after the first inning. The final, Hamilton Southeastern 7, Jasper 5. In their second game at Carmel, the Wildcats lost a marathon 11-inning game to Fort Wayne Northrop. Northrop jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the second inning when Jess Shovek hit a 2-run homer. Jasper got a run back in the bottom of the second when Phil Schwank cracked a solo home run. Cats tied the game at 2 in the bottom of the 3rd when Jason Wolf reached on an air before Schwank provided an RBI double to tie the game. The Bruins then went up 3-2 in the 7th on a solo shot by Shovik, his 2nd of the game. Jasper then needed a run in the bottom of the 7th to keep the game going. Chris Schmidt walked before Kiefer launched a 2-out double to tie the score at 3. The 2 teams then were scoreless until the top of the 11th when Dustin Sebastian homered to make it 4-3 Bruins. In fact, all the Fort Wayne Northrop runs came on 3 home runs. Jasper tried to rally in the last half of the inning, but came up short. Fort Wayne Northrop stranded 13 runners in the game, while the Cats left 9. Once again, Fort Wayne Northrop 4, Jasper 3 in 11 innings. After 2 straight losses, Jasper's trying to snap the skid against Chesterton. Jasper picked up 2 in the first on a 2 RBI double by Phil Schwank, scoring Reggie Hayes and Matt Kiefer. In the second, freshman Ben Schmidt hit his first varsity home run to give the Cats a 3-0 lead over the Trojans. Chesterton got 1 run back in their 4th before the Cats scored 4 in the 4th of their own. The big blows in the inning were home runs. Neil Giesler hit his 4th of the season, a 3-run 2-run blast. The next batter up, Phil Schwank, also yard for the Cats. Jasper added 2 more runs in the 5th to increase their lead. Cale Canese pitched 6 innings for the win on the mound as Jasper tops Chesterton 9-7. After the trip to Carmel, the Wildcats came back home to host Boonville at Rookser Field. It was all Pioneers. They win it 13-1 in 6 innings. The Pioneers got off to a 4-0 start after 1 inning. They bang out 14 hits against 2 Jasper pitchers. Meanwhile, Jasper only 7 hits on the night. They strand 10 base runners in the process. Once again, the final, Boonville 13, Jasper 1. After that disappointing loss to Boonville, Jasper pulled out a come-from-behind 5-4 win over South Spencer at Rookser Field. Jasper took a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 2nd as freshman Ben Schmidt ripped his 2nd home run of the season, a drive deep to left. South Spencer took the lead in the top of the 3rd as shortstop Tyson Martin went deep to center field to make it 2-1 South Spencer. Jasper tied it in the 4th as Ben Schmidt plated brother Chris with an RBI single up the middle. South Spencer then went up 4-2 in the top of the 5th. They took advantage of 2 walks in air and an RBI double from Chris Snyder. The Wildcats, who only had 5 hits on the night, came back in the bottom of the 6th. Jason Wolf and Chris Schmidt reached on airs. The next hitters made outs before leadoff man Reggie Hayes hit a rocket right out of Rookser Field to give the Wildcats a 5-4 lead. Cale Canese, who went the last 2 2/3, retired the Rebels in order in the 7th to get his 2nd win of the season. Once again, Jasper 5, South Spencer 4. Jasper blew out Bloomfield 12-0 at Rookser Field. Jasper scored 3 in the very first inning. Phil Schwank had an RBI single, scoring Matt Kiefer, who singled earlier. Jason Wolf then scored Mark Sager on an RBI double, his first of the year. Jasper got 2 more in the 2nd. Reggie Hayes doubled with 2 outs before Kiefer added an RBI single. Neil Giesler then followed with an RBI base hit of his own. In the 3rd, 6 runs were scored by the home team. Mark Sager led off the frame with a double. Davin Leinenbach in his first varsity at bat ripped a triple down the left field line, scoring Sager. Leinenbach then scored on a pass ball for the Wildcats. Jasper rounded out the scoring in the 4th with a run. Phil Schwank went to 5-1 on the season on the hump with the complete game 1-hitter. Jasper beats Bloomfield at Rookser 12-0. The Wildcats of Coach Terry Govert will get back into action hosting Northeast Dubois on Monday. This has been 27 Minutes here on WJTS UPN 27. For the entire 27 Minutes crew, I'm Kurt Gutgsell. Have a great weekend.